Hello everyone, with this video we are starting a series of videos in which we are going to discuss the possible questions, or you can say the number of questions that will come in your essay 2. And in this video, first of all, we are going to start with height and distance, means what are the possible questions that will come or that may come in your essay 2. And in the previous video you must have known that there are 4 sections, and we have already defined that which question and how many questions will come in each section. So if you haven't seen that video, please first of all see that video, and then after that we'll starting with height and distance. So this is our first video of this series. Now in this video we are going to find out the number of questions that can be possible in height and distance, and in the further videos we'll explain those questions one by one. So in height and distance there are 2 major, or you can say 2 possible cases. The first case can be only one triangle will be given to you. This is a right angle triangle. We know that side opposite to this right angle triangle is known as hypotenuse, and if a theta is given to you and the side opposite to this theta is known as perpendicular and the remaining side is known as base. One thing is important, perpendicular is always opposite to this theta. So the first case can be of one triangle. And now the second case, this is the case for one triangle only, and there will be another case of 2 triangles. Now this is important because the section 4, which is section D, will carry one question of height and distance, and that will be based on 2 triangles. So here this is important, and one triangle will be in your first section, which is section A, and this will be of 1 marks. So we have to see this. 2 triangles now can further be divided into 2 parts. This 2 triangle can be formed on a single building, and these 2 triangles can be formed on 2 different buildings. Let me explain you this case. When 2 buildings are given to you and it is given that from this building the angle of elevation, means this is the line of sight and this is the horizontal line of sight. So this angle is given to you, and from here only the angle of depression, this, which is now in this case the angle of the line of sight is this and the horizontal line is this. So actually this angle can be considered beta is given to you, but because this line and this line are parallel, so angle this and this will be equal. These are alternate angles. So if this angle is beta, this should also be beta, because these 2 lines are parallel and this is a transversal. So here 2 triangles are formed. If I name them A, B, C, D, E, so AED is the first triangle, and similarly DBC is the second triangle. So you have to first of all calculate the 10 ratio in this, and then after that you have to calculate the ratio for 10 in this triangle, and you have to substitute the value to find out your answer. So this is the case when 2 buildings are given to you. Now when one building is given to you, there are many possible cases. The first is Flagstaff. In Flagstaff, it is given that a building is given to you, and on the top of this building a flag is there, and if I see from this, the angle of elevation at the top is given to you, means this is the line of sight. If a man is standing here and he is seeing this flag, so this is the line of sight and this is the horizontal line, so this is given to you, and from this point only the angle of elevation at the bottom of this flag is also given to you. So this is the first case, this is the second case here. This was the first case and this was the second case. Here again there are two triangles. If I name them A, B, C, and this is D. So the first triangle is ABD. The second triangle is ABC. So these are the two triangles, and again you have to apply the ratio for 10 in this first triangle, and then after that you have to find out the ratio of 10 in this second triangle, and then you have to substitute the values, and then you can find out your answers. Similarly, from a second can be two different objects. This is our second case. There are two different objects, and these objects can be on the same side of the tower and can be on the opposite sides of the tower. So in this case there is a tower given to you, and in the first case there are two objects on the same side. So if I am saying that the first object is here and the second object is here, and the angle of elevation is given to you, and this angle can be anything and this angle can also be anything. Again there are two triangles. First is this triangle and second is this triangle, and this question can be given as there is a car which is making angle theta with this tower, and after moving some distance it makes a theta B with this same tower. Then you have to find out what should be the height. Or this question can be as you are standing here and a car is here. When you see this, there is an angle theta with this. This should be the angle of depression. This should be angle theta, and when a car moves some distance, and again in that case the angle is made beta here. So this can be solved in the same way, because we know that the angle of this depression and angle of elevations are always equal. And there is another case when two objects are on the opposite side of this tower. If this is the tower and there are two objects given to you, this is object A, this is object B, and thetas are given to you, and you have to find the height here. So these are the two types where two triangles can be formed. Now Flagstaff is there, two different objects are there, and now one thing is missed here. When two towers are given to you, and from this midpoint the angle of elevation on this tower is given to you, and the angle of elevation here is also given to you. So this is again two triangles which are formed on two towers. So these are two types when two towers are given to you. And here these are two triangles when only one tower is given to you. So these are the possible conditions for height and distance, and in the next videos we are going to solve these questions one by one. Thank you.